it was setting up to be this big week on the trail for her. She was going to appear with President Obama, come here to Atlantic City. On Friday, she's set to appear with Vice President Joe Biden in Scranton. But of course, all of that overshadowed by what Comey and the FBI have had to say about her emails. Thomas.
MSNBC's Casey Hunt in New Jersey for us reporting. Thanks so much. Just want to pass along again about this news about Senator Bob Corker taking his name out of contention for the ticket with Donald Trump to be his vice president. Our Kelly O'Donnell is speaking with Corker, and we will turn that interview around, play it for you as soon as we get it. It was just a short time ago that we learned FBI Director James Comey has been called to testify tomorrow on Capitol Hill. Now, he suggested coming to them after they said, when can you come? He said, how about tomorrow? So charges for Hillary Clinton not coming, his recommendation to the DOJ, has really riled up the Republicans and a lot of Clinton's critics. Donald Trump called the system rigged. The investigation that the House Republicans now demanded action for some type of punishment.
I think the DNI, Clapper, should deny Hillary Clinton access to classified information during this campaign, given how she so recklessly handled classified information. We have seen nothing but stonewalling and dishonesty from Secretary Clinton on this issue, and that means there are a lot more questions that need to be answered.
The FBI director's comments yesterday didn't close this case. It raised a lot more serious questions that need to be answered by Secretary Clinton about what her intentions really were when she broke the law and what happened and who got access to that highly classified, sensitive information, including hostile actors all around the world who want to do us harm.
Republican Congressman Sean Duffy has called Donald Trump the, quote, template for the conservative movement. And Congressman Duffy joins me now. It's good to have you with me, and I want to get your reaction about Director Comey and how he gave a lot of investigative details yesterday. But did he prove intent from what he was able to find in the Clinton investigation that would go against federal statutes about how his investigation was based? Or do you think that, as some have suggested, this has been colored by partisan biases?
No, so first off, I think when you look at intent, you have to say, well, did Hillary Clinton intend to set up a homebrew server that didn't have the security that the national government has? Clearly that was intentional, and clearly that exposes American secrets to our enemies who want to hack it. But that's not the only prism in which we look at this case. There's also a gross negligence standard that's not intentional, but it's gross negligent. And I think that would have clearly been met, and Director Comey could have made a recommendation to the Department of Justice for charges. So there are still questions and concerns that a lot of us have, and I think it's great that he's agreed to come so quickly to the Hill and answer questions from the Oversight Committee. I mean, guys like Trey Gowdy, I can't wait till he sits down with Director Comey and presses him on why that recommendation wasn't made.
We know that Trey Gowdy had about 11 and a half hours with Secretary Clinton over the Benghazi investigation, and that material was released just a week before this material of the FBI investigation was released. What do you think that FBI Director Comey didn't do properly if he has come forward with his investigative findings and his recommendation? Why do you think that that's not enough?
So 2 points. Trey Gowdy, as they investigated Benghazi, and it was only Benghazi, not all of the emails. They were stonewalled time and again from the White House and from the State Department, so they didn't get access to all of the information. So they got only a slice of the pie that the FBI has. They have far more information. So the concern that we have, Thomas, isn't that a crime was committed. I think it was pretty clear. Director Comey indicated a crime was committed, but that he wasn't going to refer to the Department of Justice for criminal charges. And I think the media has kind of misrepresented, because charges weren't being referred, that a crime wasn't committed. That's not the case. I think it's pretty clear by his statement there was a crime, but he chose not to refer it.
Well, so it does go on to the Department of Justice now, and we'll see how Loretta Lynch handles it. She had said prior that she would go by the advice of the FBI and career prosecutors and what the investigation put forth. So we'll see what happens with that. Real quickly, while I have you, the convention is coming up, and we know this big news about Bob Corker not interested in being a part of the ticket as vice president. The governor of your home state, Scott Walker, has said that he will be giving a speech at the convention and supporting the nominee, but won't use Trump's name. Speaker Ryan, also from your home state, has said that Donald Trump needs to clean up his social media act because of certain dog whistle images that have been sent out and different rhetoric that has been used. Are you worried about Donald Trump being the standard bearer of the Republican Party in 2016?
So, listen, I get concerned about some of the language and the tone that Donald uses. It's troubling for a lot of us on both sides of the aisle, but he's running an unconditional or an unconventional campaign. But if you look at the Republican Party, you do see a lot of people who are hesitant, a lot of people who are sitting on the sidelines. If Donald Trump sticks to the script and is actually very strict on his message, talks about issues, jobs, security, Hillary Clinton, I think you're going to see far more Republicans get off the sidelines and get on the Trump train. But this is fully in Donald Trump's court right now. He has to stop making unforced errors. And frankly, do I think the media gives him more scrutiny than Hillary? Absolutely. But the bottom line is, he knows that's going to happen, so you got to be far more cautious about what you say, what you tweet, and get on script. And if he does that, Thomas, I think there are so many conservatives, so many Republicans who are so afraid of Hillary, so concerned about Hillary and the progressive liberal socialist movement that's going on. They're willing to take a Donald Trump. They might not know what he's going to do, but they do know he'll be better than Hillary.
Congressman Sean Duffy, great to have you with us. We really appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Again, Kelly O'Donnell is having that interview with